Hey guys, it's Hans Hobbies, and here is my poor 1/18 scale ECX Ruckus. I've been having a lot of fun with this truck, as you guys know, and it's been pretty beat up. Um, Obviously, as you can see, the body has been pretty destroyed. I cut off all the cracked bits, um, and I ended up spinning one of the gears in the diff. So all the gears on this is plastic. But the actual splines for the axle, the actual like keyed piece that keys into the gear, that part's actually metal. And I guess when I took some huge jumps, along with these large diameter tires, I ended up spinning one of those inputs. So essentially, the car still has four-wheel drive, but essentially it's acting like a front wheel drive car with like part-time four-wheel drive. It's pretty fascinating actually. um, and unfortunately for the ECX 1/18 scale line, you can't get each part individually. If you want the rear diff or the drive shafts or anything like that, you have to buy it as a unit. So the whole rear unit is $27, and then the body itself is also $27. And also I wanted to get smaller wheels for this so it would stop spinning the plastic gears out, and those wheels and the cost started adding up. And on top of that, while I was at the hobby shop, I noticed something. I noticed this thing. It is the 1/18 scale ECX Roost. This is the Desert Buggy version, and it shares parts with the Torment version as well as the Ruckus version. And I thought might as well, while I'm in the process of replacing parts, and basically I was going to convert it into a buggy anyway, this probably would be a more cost-effective option, um, considering you get another set of electronics, battery, radio, all of that. So let me get this opened up, and then I'll see you guys back at the table. So let me move just the tripod a little bit, and here we go. We have the 1/18 scale ECX Roost. I have the gray version. This also comes in a black and orange version, but I quite like the look of the gray one, and it's the only one they had, so I didn't really have a choice. But um, yeah, it looks a lot larger than the Ruckus, even probably by virtue of the fact that it has a larger body on it. The monster truck version usually have a smaller body on it to make up for the larger wheels, so they tend to look a bit smaller than other versions of it. The Torment version I also saw, and the Torment version, since the wheel wells have to go all the way over the wheels, that truck looks almost like a 16th scale truck. So um, I like the proportions and the size of this a bit better, I think. Hopefully these smaller Torment wheels and tires will keep the plastic gears from stripping out, and the overall presentation is really nice. One thing you will notice the moment you take it out is the body plastic is very flexible, borderline too flexible. You can see I'm barely putting any weight on this, and it's so gummy. It's bending, and even the right here, it almost acts like just a Lexan piece, but everything on here, the roll cage, is a molded plastic piece. But since this isn't a race car, it's more of a basher truck anyway. I actually really like the fact that the roll cage part is pretty gummy. Um, it does. I wish it was a little bit stiffer than this, but hopefully it'll translate into being very durable. So I'd rather have a durable truck than one that feels a little stiffer but will break apart. And also the body, unlike a lot of roll caged buggies, comes off with just some body clips. So that's also very nice. The roll cage and the Lexan pieces are separate pieces. You can see all the screws there, but you don't have to undo those or anything. All you have to do is you have to take out some body clips. There are 6 body clips on this. because you have the normal 4, and then you do also have to take off 2 at the wing. So remove those, and then the body just slides off. Or it's supposed to slide off. It's pretty stiff on here, but at least that's good. At least it won't rattle around or anything like that. So here we go. So it's all one piece, and it can be taken off relatively easily for a roll cage system. I would have preferred if it was a swing, if it's swung up like a lot of trucks do these days, but this way is fine too. You can see that it does actually have an LED light bar on it, so the body is connected with this little connector here, so you want to be careful. So disconnect that. But otherwise, it's identical to the Ruckus. The only difference is being, obviously, it does not have the rear bumper. It only has the front bumper, which is identical to the Ruckus version. Even the arms, the width of the arms is the same. The only other thing that's different on this is obviously the body mounts. The body mounts are different to fit the Roost Buggy body. So if you already have a Ruckus and you want to convert it over to the Roost version, it basically is a matter of getting the Torment wheels and tires, removing your rear bumper, just getting your body mounts here, and obviously acquiring your body and your wing. So it's not a very hard conversion to do, so that's pretty cool. I'm going to drive this truck stock until something breaks on it, and then I'm going to slowly start tearing into my Ruckus as a parts car. So I'm pretty excited to drive this. It should still come with the exact same, there you go, a 900 milliamp 6-cell nickel metal hydride battery pack. Let's see here. I have it tied up here. Yep, the same 900 milliamp battery pack. This is a decent pack, even though it's low milliamp hours. It's still a pretty nice pack, so I'm pretty happy with that. Let's plug it in real quick though and see how what the lights look like. So I suspect the lights are going to be pretty bright. I'll just plug this in, just kind of like this real quick. Unfortunately, the connection is kind of proprietary, so you can't just use a regular 3-wire servo plug on it, but it's whatever, I think. Oh, that is very bright. That should be nice for driving in the dark. It gets really dark really fast here in the winter, so I'm really happy about that. It doesn't look the most realistic. It looks very cheap, and these diodes are actually exposed. There's no cover over this, so that's slightly concerning, but it is very bright, and it does look really good when it is on. So really happy about that. Some other things that the truck comes with, obviously this crappy charger that was in the other one. It's the same one. No light or anything, really trash. I wish they included this version that comes with the Yeti Junior. That one has the light on it, but I don't know why they don't just include this version, but whatever. This one's going directly in the trash. And it comes with the same STX2 radio. I really like this radio as far as RTR radio goes. I wish it had a rubber grip on it, but other than that, it's a nice radio. A lot of nice controls on it. A lot of people really like this radio. Unfortunately, it is not a Spectrum signal, so you can't bind the Spectrum controller to it, or receiver to it, but that is not that big of an issue. I may be wrong, but I believe it's the same signal as the FlySky units. Someone should correct me on that. Some of the other documentation stuff that comes in the box, just for anyone that's interested, it does include AA's for your transmitter. It comes with the extra gear, extra shock parts, the same stuff that the Ruckus came with. your basic battery and like ESC documentation, owner's manual here. Nice little exploded view. That's nice. You should keep that on hand. Another page of the exploded view. That's also pretty nice. The ESC receiver combo information, and then your generic just ECX sticker sheet. So I don't like how the antenna is sticking up through the front here. I will reroute that later, but pretty good looking buggy. I won't do a full review on this car because it is going to be basically exactly the same as the Ruckus, but probably more durable than the Ruckus since it's more enclosed and has a actual roll cage body. So I won't do a full review on this, but you will see driving videos. You'll see some other videos of this probably on my channel. If you guys are interested in seeing those, give me a like, subscribe, comment down below, all that good YouTube shenanigans, and I will see you guys next time.